When we grow up on this planet, we are told to reach the state of moksha or nirvana or liberation.
But before final union with the Divine Mother, they are higher states. And at present, the creation is only 1% of what we see, and that 99% of the universe is hidden, inaccessible even to the gods. And that is governed or managed by Uchishta Ganapati. And the Gayatri Mantra that people are chanting is not actual Gayatri. They are chanting Savitri Gayatri. The real Gayatri Mantra is called as Yoga Gayatri. The original Gayatri Mantra has disappeared in Kali Yuga.
But there's no benefits of chanting the Savitri Gayatri Mantra. So what do the viewers do when they are thirsting for a guru?
One thing is never get desperate. See, when you get desperate, you tend to make mistakes. You might fall into the wrong well. Queen of all prayers in Shri Vidya's Lalita Sahasranama. Why don't people start chanting that and pray to Divine Mother, I want a realized Guru?
These are all pathways to the ultimate.
Yes, but in Kali Yuga, the emperor of all paths is Kaulachara.
What if someone is doing their sadhana but also is eating non-veg, faced with alcohol?
Alcohol is Madhya. It is told in the Shastras, and it's very true, that drinking alcohol is equivalent to killing a Brahmin. It is one of the 5 Mahapapams.
Most Indians understand Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vishnu Bhagavan, Mata, Shiva. This is what Hinduism is for the average Hindu growing up in our country.
But what about our entire Puranas? The queen of all Puranas, Devi Bhagavatam, because it has got the hidden Mishramba Mahavidya of Kamakya Devi. She has got many mantras of hers, the secret of all secrets.
But that one mantra you're saying is one of the most powerful mantras.
While I am talking to you on the podcast and I chant that mantra once, I'm literally there. But at the same time, I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a goal of TRS to constantly bring you extremely gritty, extremely mind-bending, Tantra, Shastra-based conversations. We brought you rajarshi Nandy, we've brought you Magyan Suvira, we've brought you Parak Om, and now we bring you the being that's known as Avadhuta Baba. Give this podcast some time and space. I also personally suggest you need to know some basics about Tantra before stepping into this podcast. It's almost an advanced version of Tantra, but it was one of those journey-bending conversations for me. It's a conversation I enjoyed immensely. It's centered around the topic of Ma Kali, and I promise you it will create an impact in your existence if you give it time and space. It's Avadhuta Baba on TRS. Avadhuta Baba, welcome to the Ranveer Show.
Thank you.
Where do we begin this conversation? Would you like to begin with a prayer? Would you like to begin by invoking an energy? Because we're going to talk about some very heavy things in today's podcast, which may not be heavy for you, but for a lot of our listeners, it'll be the first time they're hearing about such concepts. So I will hand the baton over to you.
Yeah, I want to invoke my entire Guru Mandala. Let their presence be here and let them bless and let this, the entire information disseminate to the entire audience. Aim Hrim Shrim Aim Klim Savu Hamsa Yuso Maska Prema Sakhamala Ramason Sakhamala Saho Upni Planeta Vasograshi Prakashan that you have Mahapathakam Puja Tapanama. So, in a brief, concise manner, I invoked my entire Guru Mandala, invoking them through their Mahapaduka mantras. So, when I chant their Paduka mantras, I invoke them to come and abide with me astrally.
Paduka mantras, as in Paduka is like footwear, right?
Yeah, Paduka is the feet. And in Shri Vidya tradition to which I belong to, we invoke the Guru's grace through their Paduka. Paduka, how do we invoke? That is through their mantras. So there's a specific mantra. So my Gurus, they're always with me, and the founder of my Guru lineage is Mahavatar Baba. But he is called as the Kadambari Baba in our lineage, because that is his Shri Vidya Namam given by his Guru lakhs of years back.
Wow.
And he started 2 lineages. One is Kriya lineage of Lahari Mahashay, and then he started the Shri Vidya lineage which percolated down to my gurus, and then I carry the tradition forward.
I think most listeners and most spiritualists in the modern day have heard of the Kriya lineage because of Autobiography of a Yogi, the book.
Yes, absolutely.
Even in that book, they talk about how it began with Babaji.
Yes, of course.
I didn't even know that there is a Tantra Vidya aspect of Babaji.
Tantra literally means kriyas. Kriyas could be inner kriyas or outer kriyas. The lineage which started was the Shri Vidya lineage of Lalita Mahatripura Sundari.
Okay.
So Shri Vidya is basically worship the Divine Mother in that form of Lalita Tripura Sundari. You can worship her through the left hand path, which we call as Tantra, or through the right hand path.
There is so many places I want to take this conversation. But I've always noticed with these special conversations that come to our life as this show, and it's not just me, it's my full team, the conversation builds itself up. So what I will begin by asking you is, how are you, sir? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Okay. You're comfortable?
Yeah.
Did you think that we would meet and we would be producing something for the internet?
Incidentally, the purpose of me coming online, that was somewhere in the mid of 2010, I came on Facebook was, I read one particular remark made by Swami Vivekananda. He said that I wish I could capture all what my guru had told to all his direct disciples. He had that regret. So I was collecting all the quotes or comments, references made by my gurus, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So then I stepped on to Facebook, and then Instagram became, recent offshoot. It's become very popular. Then I came on Instagram. And then I got to know about your podcast, and you're calling a lot of spiritual people and talking about spiritual topics.
There's a very fierce hunger with the audiences. Are you familiar with Rajarshi Nandy?
Yeah.
So, sir has been on the show multiple times and he's educated us on various deities, aspects of Tantra, aspects of Sanatan Dharma.
Okay.
But I feel he just started off this movement
through
the show, and we are blessed to be a part of his journey. These are the ones where I personally feel the most alive. I feel like these are big blessings for me. And more than anything, we are speaking about a lineage that's lakhs of years old.
Yes.
Do you want to begin by talking about Mahavatar Babaji and how he learnt about Shri Vidya? Because we know certain aspects of him because of the Autobiography of a Yogi. But I will allow you to expand on his story or who he is as a form of respect to him at the start of this podcast.
Yeah. He is the Adi Guru of my lineage. My Avadhuta Guru, when he went to Bhadrakali Peetam in Haridwar to meet his final Guru, at the second or the third meeting, he united his soul with the Atma of his Guru. And that is when he had the astral vision of Mahavatar Baba. So he asked him, how many years old are you? He said, have you come to ask about my age? So he retorted back. So he's lakhs of years old, and as per my guru, he is risen to the state of residing as a Atma Chaitanya. He is a Chaitanya, that is a light of all souls. He doesn't have a physical form, but out of your desire, hunger, and out of your Tivra Sadhana, he might materialize.
What is Tivra Sadhana?
Severe penance. So depending upon one's strong will, intention, he'll materialize. But he is a light of all souls. He's called as Mahavatar Baba, a generic name, because he has been guiding all the avatars, and he will continue to guide. And his guru gave him Shri Vidya Diksha Namam as Kadambari Baba. Kadambari is one of the names that appears in Lalita Sahasranama, one who is intoxicated. Intoxicated not with alcohol, intoxicated with bliss. And that's how he told to my Avadhuta Guru. And when my Avadhuta Guru reached that Digambara Avadhuta state, there are a lot of, they are series of spiritual states. Some of them are unheard, unread, unspoken. The final acclaim of spiritual journey is to become a Digambara Avadhuta. Digambara means naked. Literal meaning. It's not that you become naked, removing all your clothes. It's being free of all inhibitions, free of all limitations, free of all constraints. But we can't describe that state, because then you come back to this world of ideas and concepts.
Wow.
Because samsara is basically filled with ideas and concepts.
Samsara is
Our world. So you can't describe that state. You can only give an analogy, or you can you can try to tell it through a story. So he is Mahata Baba, and he is very much present. But many people say that they have seen him. He has come and given them visions and dreams. I would be a little bit skeptical. If that divine experience, has helped them in their journey, very good. Otherwise, he is not somebody who just comes, he is not a whimsical person to just appear before anybody. And he guided my Avadhuta Guru during the final stage of his liberation, and he got completely enlightened while still residing the physical body. Because it is said that once you are completely enlightened, you can't stay in your physical body, get disposed of. You quit the body. It's like you are trying to force yourself to wear a clothes which is two size smaller than yours. You can't do that. You just throw it away.
okay.
So once you are unbounded and you have become the entire infinite, growing, without boundaries universe, that cloth, that is your physical frame, doesn't make sense. So his concept, his inner concept, his name is Yoga Shakti Amba, Mahavatar Babas.
What does that mean?
She is the form of divine mother, and her name is Yoga Shakti Amba. She is his wife. Wife literally not as a human wife, in the spiritual plane. So, the great Sri Vidya gurus, they have external concept as in wife, or they have inner concepts. Inner concept as in their Ishta Devatas become their concept, if they are following the left-hand path.
Okay. Have to boil it down to 2024 concepts, sir. Because there's a lot of students watching this. There's people my age, people younger than me. So I'm going to ask you my own questions here. There's multiple ways to evolve.
Yes.
Kriya Yoga would be one. Bhakti would be another. Tantric paths would be another. So you're saying, when you say Shri Vidya tradition, that is one of the paths to ultimate evolution.
Yes, they are infinite, innumerable paths to the Divine Mother. I am a Shakta. I'm a Shaktavada. For me, Shakti can create any number of Shivas. So I'm a Shakta, and we believe that there are infinite paths to reach the Divine Mother. The supreme path is Sri Vidya. Because one is all paths are integrated into that. And it is so rich with the rituals, sadhana, and the kind of dikshas and the kind of supreme spiritual states that one achieves, that is not observed in other parts.
Okay. When we grow up on this planet, we are told to reach the state of moksha or nirvana or liberation. And it's only people like Rajarshi Nandi who have explained to me that there are even higher states of evolution after you reach that point of moksha or nirvana or mukti. Do you agree with this statement? Do you want to change this statement?
They are higher states than... I'm not saying moksha is the final journey, because once you unite with the Divine Mother, that is ultimate. You are united with her. That is Mahasamadhi. You don't come back. Your individual I, your individual personality, is buddhi, chitta, deha, atma, ahankara, everything is gone, nullified. It's as if you are not there at all. You are merged with the Divine Mother, but that's a happy ending. It's not like that you get killed and then you go. It's a very happy, blissful, that is the final state. But before Sayujiam, means final union with the Divine Mother, they are higher states. Panchamundasana, Navamundasana, that is using certain, walking on certain Devata Margas. But that doesn't mean that you literally don't put 5 skulls under your seat and sit, or put 9 skulls. That is a literal meaning, but there are inner meanings how to go about doing those sadhanas. So the higher spiritual states, but moksha is the final. Once you are Advaita Abhedanam with the Divine Mother, that means you are non-duality, indifferential with the Divine Mother, that is final. What more do you want? Once I asked my Guru, what is the size of this Brahmanda? Brahmanda is not single universe. It's like it's crores and crores, billions and billions of universes. In one of the Tibetan Tantras, they say that every particle of sand, grain of sand in the Ganges shore, represents one universe. If you try to find out the size of the universe. So when I asked him, he said there's no finite, there's no boundaries. It is growing. So she's everything. So when you become that, you are everything you are. You are all the 100 trillion gods, because you got 100 trillion cells in your body, and you are the entire creation. And at present, the creation is only 1% of what we see are estimated to be. There's remaining 99%. And that 99% of the universe is hidden, inaccessible even to the gods. And that is governed or managed by Uchishta Ganapati. The most secret, the tantric manifestation of the 32 forms of Ganapati.
You've given me a lot to ask you about.
No, I want to inspire people to enter into spiritual journey. It's not just reading books. It's just not meeting people. It's just not visiting temple. If by God's grace you come under the refuge and grace of a authentic, highly realized guru who comes from an authentic guru parampara, take mantra diksha, do sadhana. That doesn't mean that you leave your world, leave your job, leave your family. Integrate it. People think spirituality means leave everything and run away. Where will you run away? Even in Himalayas, you have beautiful resorts and beautiful people coming. Won't you get tempted there? And how will you manage with your food? How will the human body survive? So never run away from the world. World is spiritual. It's only that because we interact with the world, sometimes we get good experience, sometimes we get bad experience.
Okay. Let's speak about Mahavtar Babaji again.
Sure.
his journey of evolution. Did it take him to that point of combining with the Divine Mother completely? Where you're like, there's nothing left. Ego, ahamkar, everything.
He has become the Chaitanya Shakti of all Atma. That means he is that aspect of Divine Mother who lights up every soul in this infinite universe. He is the Divine Mother.
He's completed the path. Like his original soul, which was human at one point in ancient history, has completed the path.
Yeah, when you talk from Dvaita Marga, means duality mode, you say that Jivatma has become Paramatma. But in Advaita sense, you and me are already gods. Only we are not recognized it. We are doing sadhana to remove those veils.
I think most viewers and listeners view life and evolution from the perspective of the Dvaita path, where there is a difference between the ultimate and themselves.
Yes.
So for the sake of conversation, I'll stick to that philosophy. Mahavtar Babaji perhaps was a human being who worked on himself at one point, grew, and eventually combined with the divine. Now, say for a listener who's listening into this, everyone's listening to this podcast from a sense of self-evolution. So there is potential in their souls to rise to that point of ultimate evolution.
Yes, every soul has got potential. As in Tibetan Tantras, they say every soul is a Buddha potential. Now you might be surprised why I'm suddenly talking about Tibetan Tantra, because before I entered into Sri Vidya path, by the grace of Divine Mother, I got the blessings and Diksha into Tibetan path from a guru who is still living. He's 10 years older to me. He is the number one monk in Mongolia. So he's a Mahasiddha. He can even do magic. Like he's here, and in Taiwan, his devotees see him walking on the road. So, but he doesn't exhibit his divine powers. He has got very good reverence and regard for my Hindu gurus.
Again, back to that Dvaita path. So hypothetically, if someone grows and combines with the divine, do they have an option of coming back like Mahavtar Babaji has? That's pretty much what's happened, right? Like he has combined with the divine and he has come back to help other souls.
Who am I to talk about him and his state? I do not know. And another thing is Mahasamadhi is unlike other Samadhi states. Mahasamadhi is not a returnable journey. It's a final journey. How was he able to do that? How was he able to keep a fraction of his mind intact, a fraction of his personality intact, and yet stay and do the service to the Divine Mother? That's a very great feat even for a Mahasiddha. I would call him he's the king of all Mahasiddhas. He's the king of all the Avadhutas.
Okay.
And why Paramahamsa Yoga gave him the generic name of Mahavatar Baba is because he's been guiding all these Avatara Purushas. Because every Avatara Purusha who descends to earth, they come in the human body and human mind.
What is Avatara Purusha?
Avatara Purusha is an incarnation of gods. They come regularly to, like Krishna, Rama and all. They have taken help of Mahavatar Baba in some kind of spiritual guidance.
Okay. Who was the most recent avatar according to you? Or are they still there right now as we speak?
In Kali Yuga, they will be at least a minimum. There will be one realized Sri Vidya Guru or a Avatara Purusha will always be present on Mother Earth.
At all times.
at all times, but he might not be coming with the external paraphernalia like huge followers, temples, ashrams, pomp, money and everything. He might be incognito, or he might be just like a beggar, or he may be a regular worldly person in appearance.
But why is he or she here?
No, Divine Mother, see, this is the play of Divine Mother. It's always good versus bad, evolution of everybody. There's always her presence, somebody has to be present, because she is a cosmic mind. It's like this entire creation is her mind. She's traveling infinite speed of the light. And you're praying to the Divine Mother and you're asking her, please help me, I require help. And you expect her to help you in the next second. And her mind is traveling so fast. She has to stop, then come back, peep and see there is one soul in this infinite creation of hers, and then she has to come and help. So she always keeps her representative present.
Which is the logic of avatars.
No, Avatar, they have to accomplish the divine mission set by Divine Mother.
Okay.
So whether they like it or not, they have to come down, do their work, take the help of Divine Mother through others, and then do it. And whatever little bit is known about them, that is percolated in terms of text and history and everything, and then they go off. And this repeats every cycle.
Okay. Again, from a viewer-listener perspective, now say if someone begins their journey on the Shri Vidya path, if they're guided by the correct guru, because there can be a wrong guru also.
Yeah, you will have to get it, because in Kali Yuga there are very, very few realized gurus. And no realized guru will say, I am realized. His disciples has to watch for him, or somebody who has experienced about him. If he goes market himself, it doesn't, it's just an ego play. So one has to, and in Shri Vidya path, you don't choose the guru. It is said by that in Shri Vidya, the Divine Mother sets the exact time, the exact place where the guru and student meets, the potential student meets, and then the guru gives the diksha. So it's unlike what the new age followers do. They decide who is their guru, they decide what mantra they want, they decide what sadhana they want. It's not in Shri Vidya, it's not like that.
So what do the viewers do when they are thirsting for a guru?
One thing is, never get desperate. See, when you get desperate, you tend to make mistakes. You might fall into the wrong well. So pray to the Divine Mother. They are like for example, the queen of all prayers in Shri Vidya is Lalita Sahasranama. Why I'm mentioning this is, you will get to know. It is said that one needs diksha to chant that, but it's also at the same time there's a paradox. It said that even without the initiation from a guru, if you are really interested, you can chant the 1,000 names of Lalita Tripurasundari. Why don't people start chanting that and pray to Divine Mother? I want a realized guru. Please please make me enlightened. Let me be able to meet such a guru. If they don't meet the guru, let the Divine Mother guide them and give diksha.
So you're saying that what people can do at home right now is that at least begin the Lalita Sahasranama.
No, because the problem is how to pray. Now, you can pray in your language, but how will you sustain that prayer throughout the day? Let's say I want something from Divine Mother. How will you ask her? Are you going to ask, I want this Divine Mother, I want this? Will you say that as an affirmative statement or as a mantra? So this prayer is a queen of all. It is a complete mantra shastra is present in this prayer. Why don't they chant it and request the Divine Mother to get them a guru?
Okay. If I were to begin this process, I would light a diya. I would put some agarbatti, like a fragrance where I'm chanting, and listen to the audio as well as read it out until I understand the pronunciation, and then continue this as a practice every day for as long as my heart desires, ideally for a very long time, which could be years until I find my guru. Is this thinking correct?
No, it's a very good positive statement that you made, but even for a Shri Vidya Upasaka, it's very difficult for them to sustain uninterrupted, daily, multiple times chanting of Lalita Sahasranama.
What is multiple times, sir?
Chanting it 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8, 10, 12.
How long does one chanting take of it?
It depends on the speed. It takes 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Can we begin with one a day?
See, you are asking for my consent on the podcast. So whoever is following that, by default they become my disciples. Whoever is following my permission, then if they commit any bad karmas, I take it on. So why? So I will neither deny nor I give my permission.
Wow. Okay. Do you think this amount of knowledge that we have left out on the internet right now in the past 5 minutes is enough when it comes to beginning the process of praying to the Divine Mother?
But there is so much difficulty. See, I'm tending to become negative. How long will you pray? Depending upon your life circumstance, depending upon how the world pulls you. If everything is going fine, smooth, no tension, not much of responsibility, you have a free mind, you start chanting and no one is there to disturb you. But how long will that continue? See, the nature plays a spoil sport. And also because you have to evolve, no? So it brings obstacles, in both external obstacles and inner obstacles. How will you deal with that? Then you need a guru. To need a guru, you are chanting this. So it's all a play of the Divine Mother. In Kali Yuga, very few people will be fortunate to get a realized guru. The rest all will slowly take baby steps by going under this fake, fraud, imposter gurus. That is unfortunate. This is the dark age. But there's a positive in this dark age is that if you even do a 10% of the effort, that reaps fruit equivalent to 100% what was done in the previous yugas. So less effort in comparison to other yugas bears fruits. And especially in the tantric path, it bears very quick fruit. When I say tantra, I don't mean to refer tantra to those people, who are addicted to drinking, womanizing, eating non-veg. And Tantra means it's there are three ingredients to your success in sadhana. One is mantra. One is yantra. Yantra is of the deity. And the third is Tantra. Tantra means kriyas. It could be external kriyas or it could be inner kriyas. So it's a combination of that.
Can we expand on this thought? External kriyas and inner kriyas?
See, because of, all this few fake gurus, Tantra's got a very bad name. Although the sex, the Maithuna part of the Tantra, Maithuna based rituals are only 5% of the path, but it gets the 95% highlighted.
Yeah. I think now the internet has started to learn that Tantra is a lot of different things, out of which one is the Maithuna part.
When you say Tantra, it incorporates a lot of things. You have a lot of yogic kriyas. You have mantra sadhana. Then you have your pujas related to that devata. There's a lot of things are there. So I don't know. We just give a generic label to that, and then we call it either good or bad.
At the start of the podcast, we spoke about how people understand Sanatan Dharma from a surface level. Most Indians understand Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vishnu Bhagavan, Mata, Shiva, Puja. They understand these things. This is what Hinduism is for the average Hindu growing up in our country.
But what about our entire Puranas and the queen of all Puranas, Devi Bhagavatam? Devi Bhagavatam, why it is called as the queen of all Puranas, all the 18 Puranas and all the queen of all the Upa Puranas? Why? Because it has got the hidden Mishramba Mahavidya of Kamakya Devi. Kamakya Devi has got, she has got many mantras of hers. She has got inferior form and the superior form. The inferior form is one with the multiple heads and multiple hands, sitting over various deities. Then the superior form is one which is beyond Shunyata, beyond the Mahabindu of the Shri Chakra. And that mantra is present in the Devi Bhagavatam, the secret of all secrets. It is like the secret present openly, exposed openly, but no one is able to uncover it. So there are a lot of...
what do you mean no one's able to uncover it, sir?
No one is able to know that this mantra refers to this deity. See, our rishis were very intelligent people. They either encoded it in such a way that no one knows, or they put it out in the open without any connotations or relating it to the particular subject.
But that one mantra you're saying is one of the most powerful mantras in all universes.
Yes, it's a powerful mantra. It is a Maha Ati Gopya mantra. It's very, very secretive mantra of Kamakya. By chanting that mantra once, one is already resides in the Brahma Yoni Avastha. Brahma Yoni Avastha is when Nirguna Brahman creates trillions of gods and billions of universe to come out. How it happens is a womb is formed and then all issues out. And that womb is nothing but Kamakya. Through her Brahma Yoni. So while I am talking to you on the podcast and I chant that mantra once, I am literally there. But at the same time, I am here. That is said about the glory of the mantra. I am not talking about myself. Although I am the subject of this interview, but I am talking about the topic.
Okay.
So similarly, sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
See, the Kamakya place is no doubt very powerful. Lot of positive energy, but there's an eternal Kamakya. Where is that eternal Kamakya? When you rise to that state, you reside in that. Kamakya refers to the Divine Mother, but it also refers to a state, the very supreme state. It's a state which is beyond all these gods and goddesses, because you are creating the gods and goddesses. That much infinite energy, infinite power, infinite grace, infinite destruction, infinite constructive powers are in you.
Okay. I think the overarching conversation we were having was about Tantra and external Kriyas and internal Kriyas. You spoke about mantras, yantras, and then you were talking about Tantra.
Any of these external Kriyas, you need a participant. Participant is woman, because in Tantra it says you worship God in a living being. You worship God, of course, in an idol or in a yantra, but the main purpose Tantra is that you divinize yourself, but you divinize the God by seeing somebody as a goddess. So, and you worship that goddess through these rituals. So, you need a participant. So, I don't want to talk much about that, because already your internet, social media has spoken enough garbage about it. If I talk anything more about it, it will either I am repeating what they are telling, or I might get into some controversy. And then about the inner kriyas where you are making love with the goddess, with that form of goddess. And it is said in Kaulachara path. Kaulachara is a tantric path of Sri Vidya. It is said that such great Mahatmas who achieve Purna Siddhi in that path, they have goddesses as their inner concerts. And that secret is becomes public when they give their Paduka mantra to their disciples, because their Paduka mantra will invoke their name along with their wife's name, and the wife's name will be the name of that form of goddess. Like for example, my guru's wife's inner concert is Hladini Shakti, the most secret form of Radharani. And another concept was Vimarshamba Devi. Vimarshamba Devi is analytical aspect of Devi. So he had two concerts on the astral plane. So we see, unlike other Sri Vidya lineages, my gurus, they did sadhana of various things. Like my Avadhuta guru had siddhi in Sapta Koti Mahavidyas. 7 crore Mahavidyas he had. In one lifetime, only one Mahavidya a great person can achieve. He was able to halt time and get the siddhi. So that is such is the glory of my Guru Parampara. Why should I become the subject of any interview? It should be my gurus. Hearing about my guru's glory, people should get inspired to do sadhana. It should not be a momentary
flash.
A momentary inspiration.
People are getting inspired to do sadhana listening to you. You're talking about some very high level concepts, including, again, what this whole conversation is for me is a road to the ultimate divine,
But the road is very lengthy. It's a very lengthy journey. People think I'll do 1 month, 2 months, 6 months sadhana. Let me leave everything. Let me do for few hours. If they're able to do that and they don't get the fruit of the result, then they think, oh, nothing has happened, I'm not tasting, and they get disappointed. It's a very lengthy journey. As worldly life, you have ups and downs. You also have ups and downs in spiritual life, and that is where the guru comes to help you. He either helps you in a secret manner by issuing positive affirmation or blessing through your Agna chakra, or he helps you actively.
How's life, sir?
Now, see, this how's life, is a very weighty question. I don't know. For some, after certain spiritual journey, you find that life has got no meaning. But in spite of that meaningless so-called life has brought you to this stage. So you can't dismiss it. But at the same time, people say it's all a dream, all a illusion. See, it's a question where you don't have a definite answer. And answer can't be just because I had a couple of pegs of whiskey and I'm feeling happy, I say I'm good, or all my friends are praising me, or I'm rolling in wealth, and then somebody asks how is life is good, or when nothing is there with me and I'm suffering and having illness problems, then I say life is bad. So we cannot define life based on a daily situation or a circumstance. It is a very philosophical question, and there is no definite answer to that.
Okay. Can I ask you a little bit about your human side also? Like, I'm trying to put this question in a polite manner, but
you are free to ask in a rude manner. It's how I react is left to me.
See, that's why I'll ask you in a polite manner.
No, you can ask.
So who were you before the spiritual journey began in this lifetime?
No, it's a very good question. Because right from the very young age, my dad and mom, they encouraged me, to read spiritual books. They used to take me to temples, take me to ashrams, and they used to also have spiritual talks and discussions. And another thing was, I had always a pull towards spirituality for no reason. I don't know why. Now I got that answer from my guru. He said that previous life I did previous life I did a lot of sadhana. All the time I was meditating, he said.
I'm assuming you're doing the same even now.
No, why is it that podcast interview is only limited to worldly? It can be that when I'm talking to you, I can see you, I can see the gurus in you, or I can see a goddess in you, and it's like I'm interacting with them. So that is also meditation. Meditation is not only closing your eyes and chanting any mantra and forcing your mind to be free of all thought. It could be just you are interacting, but you are interacting with a god or with a deity or with a guru.
That's how I look at these.
Perfect.
Okay. Did you ever drink alcohol at any point in your life or eat non-veg?
See, that even now when there's occasional party, I have alcohol and I have non-veg. But alcohol is that you offer, alcohol is madhya. And non-veg is called mamsa. It's one of the panchamakaras. But it is told in the Shastras, and it's very true, that drinking alcohol is equivalent to killing a Brahmin. It's one of the 5 Mahapapams. And there's no escape from that. The only escape is that you will have to do Papa Vimochana, you have to chant that mantra, and your sadhana shakti, you have to put to purify that and then drink it. How many people will be able to accomplish that? But in our path, we offer it to the goddess. There are ways of doing that and then drink it. But we should not indulge in it. If you indulge in it, your body has to pay a price. Because in the past, there's a famous Sri Vidya Guru in Chennai. I don't want to mention his name. Very nice person. He was supposed to be a very nice gentleman. He was addicted to alcohol and he had certain realization of Dakshina Kali. But he drank alcohol and he followed the verbatim of what is told in Kularnava Tantra, that you drink till you vomit. That pleases the deities. There is an inner meaning and outer meaning to that. So he abused his body and his body had to pay a price. So, these are all poisons. In Tantra, what it says is, whatever your weakness or whatever tempts you, you try to use that as an aid or as a tool to help you move forward. In yoga, you fight against it. You try to
say no.
You try to say no, fight it. It's a very torturous journey. Because it's a torturous journey. But if the end is the result, okay. If you don't get the result, what is the point?
Yeah, okay.
That is my question.
Along that long path to the divine. Okay, coming back to this. Can I ask you about bhang, weed? No,
these are all stimulating. I don't know. They say that agorins do that, but the present day agorachara who follows that marga, they're all addicted. I don't even talk. Even looking at their face or their photo, I feel so much negative energy in them. So, there's no, why do you want to take that? You can listen to some good music, or you can chant one of the most lovely mantras in the mantra shastra, Hare Krishna mantra, Maha mantra. Immediately it is said that if you chant that mantra for 5 minutes, mentally or verbally, you automatically become happy. Why do you want to take the stimulants? For what purpose? It will damage your brain, and it will make you addictive. But if you are so spiritually advanced, you don't have to take it.
Okay. Non-veg.
Non-veg is, in certain paths like Uchishta Ganapati, one has to take fish because he's very fond of fish. But that doesn't mean that you start eating like every day or plateful. Whenever there are certain rituals to be done, then you offer it. It's not that because I'm a South Indian Brahmin, so we don't eat non-veg at home, nor drink alcohol at home. And mine was very occasional, and I stopped it. It didn't suit my digestive system.
What if someone is doing their sadhana but also is eating non-veg?
No, see, the purpose, you have to see from two perspectives. Which path you are following. If you are following the path of your guru who has told you not to eat non-veg, then you have to listen to your guru. And if it is a left-hand path, naturally the guru will say you can eat non-veg by purifying it and offering to that particular goddess, and then you eat it, he says.
Okay. So
Otherwise, if you are in the Dakshinachara path, you are not supposed to eat non-veg, you are not supposed to eat so many things. Rules are there, you have to follow. Depending upon the guru tradition.
the Dakshinachar path, for lack of better words, is the Sattvic path, right? The simpler.
It is not who says Tantra is tamasic path and the Dakshinachara is a Sattvic path. Who judges that and who has made it?
What? There are three, right? There is Dakshinachar, Vamachar, Kolachar.
It is not a separate category, Vamachara. There is Samayachara which extinguished, which died down in Kali Yuga. Samayachara no more exists. Now whatever people are doing this inner kriyas, like the Kriya Yoga, they call that as Samayachara. But that is not Samayachara. Samayachara had different Sri Vidya text and different gurus for that.
These are all pathways to the ultimate.
Yes, but in Kali Yuga, the king of all, emperor of all paths is Kaulachara. Because the Vedic mantras, they become important, they lose their power as Kali Yuga advances. That's why you see in Gayatri Mantra Purasharana, people have to do 4 times, 5 times, 6 times to get mantra siddhi. Even in spite of that, they're not able to get. And the Gayatri Mantra that people are chanting is not actual Gayatri. They're chanting Savitri Gayatri. The real Gayatri Mantra is a different Gayatri Mantra. That is called as Yoga Gayatri. The original Gayatri Mantra has disappeared in Kali Yuga. No one is chanting the original Yoga Gayatri Mantra. They're all chanting Savitri Gayatri Mantra.
But there's no benefits of chanting the Savitri Gayatri
No,
mantra.
I did not say there is no benefits, but I'm saying that the original mantra has disappeared for some reason.
Okay. Can we try understanding this Dakshinachar, Vamachar, Kolachar path a little more?
Yeah, Dakshinachara is you are worshipping goddess in an idol or in a yantra. That is a simple thing. Then in Vamachara, you are going to the extreme. You are worshipping the goddess in the Shava, corpse. If a Sri Vidya Sadhaka is a great Mahapurush, he is able to invoke the Sri Chakra in a dead body, in a dead woman, who is free from all injuries and everything. And is able to energize and do prana pratishta till he is doing the sadhana, sitting on top of the dead body. And then you have the Kaulachara where they use Panchamakras and they use Kula Dravyas, Mahakula Dravyas. I won't mention all that because...
But what is it?
No, they are one step above that. They are offerings, the secret inner offerings to the goddess, which pleases the goddess.
Okay. How do you know which is the right path for yourself? Do you first begin on Dakshinachar?
No, you can't change paths. You can't decide. You come to a guru and you meet the destined guru. Then the guru, if he's the Dakshinachara, you follow Dakshina Marga. If he's a Kaulachara, you follow Kaulachara. If he's a Vedic path, you follow the Vedic path. And you can't change the paths in between. It is prohibited. Okay. They go to hell for that.
Okay.
But a Kaulachara can do Dakshinachara practice. He can do puja to a idol, to a yantra. He can offer fruits. He can offer vegetables.
Fair to say that in India, mostly it's Dakshinachar right now?
No, many people are doing the Kaulachara, but don't ask me the spiritual caliber of the Kaula gurus. But there are many people who are doing it in secrecy and some openly.
Okay. Are you comfortable sharing what path you're on?
I have declared on the social, I am a Kaulacharya.
Okay. Because your guru lineage is related to Kolachara.
Yeah, I got into the path because, and it's like I took the dip into the ocean, and I took further steps, and I went into the ocean. So I can't, when I'm in the ocean, I can't say the ocean is bad.
Did you find any aspect of your journey difficult?
As Swami Sharada Nanda, one of the direct disciples of Ramakrishna Paramsa, writes in the book, he says even for Avatara Purushas, when they descend to earth, when they do sadhana, when they're in their human body, they have the same, they face the same problems as any ordinary human being. But they have that extra strength, extra motivation to go forward. So, everyone faces problems. Without problems or difficulties, you will never progress in spiritual life or in worldly life.
Okay. How many years has it been since you began Kolachara practices in your human form?
I would rather say Shri Vidya. See, because there's a lot of negative labeling. Our Indian society is very
Judgmental.
very good in judgment and very good in giving labels. And those labels, they stick for a long time. Even the Divine Mother cannot unglue them. So I have completed 2 mandalas. 1 mandala is equals 12 years. So 2 mandalas are completed.
More than 24 years.
I'm going to complete 24 years.
Damn. Do you have a human family and everything? Like, do you have kids of your own?
No, I don't want to become subject of the conversation. Yes, I do gymming. That is my passion. I do other practices. I've got my personal responsibilities. Family is there. But there's always a looming background of my spiritual side. So whatever I do, I see, like when I'm gymming, sometimes I'm chanting the Namatraya mantra. Namatraya mantra is what Parshurama Muni has told, that it is a cure for all great diseases, Mahavyadi Vinasha, destroyer of great diseases. So I feel tired, then I chant that mantra. So, you integrate your life so much so that you can't distinguish between the material side or spiritual side. As Swami Brahmananda is a Manasa Putra Ramakrishna Paramsa, somebody asked him. So he normally used to talk in Bengali. He knew English very well. At that point of time, he spoke in English. He drew a line and said, where is the boundary between material life and spiritual life? So you should be able to integrate everything.
Okay.
But that is not an excuse not to do your meditation in isolation or seclusion. And just to say, I'll go out with friends and I'll think of Divine Mother. That is not an excuse to
not do your sadhana.
Not to indulge your sense organs. That is not an excuse.
On this path that you've been on for 24 years, have lower deities tried interrupting your practices or your path?
No, you can't categorize them as deities. So if any entity is trying to disturb you, it is an evil entity. And it always happens when you start your sadhana or when you do some secret rituals or special pujas, you will attract the attention of both good and bad entities around you. In the immediate vicinity, there are some good souls, they'll bless you. If they're jealous, they will curse you. Or if they're evil entities, they'll try to harm you. But then you in Shri Vidya, we have got protection deities like Mahapratyangara, Mahavarahi. They're all there to help you. They will make sure that they don't trouble you. It'll be a temporary problem, but they'll go away.
Okay. Have you ever been scared?
Of course. The experiences can be categorized in 2 ways. One, that you are getting disturbed or interrupted by presence of evil entities or their energy, or it is because of your own churning of your karmas and residual vasanas, residual tendencies of your mind, that you get certain spiritual experience which makes you uncomfortable. So then that time you feel scared, but as you walk on the path, you don't stop. You should never stop. That is a mistake people do. They stop. They get scared or they become superstitious. Oh, I'm doing this, it is bad. No, you should walk forward. Have faith in, trust in the Guru.
In 2022, when we actually started all these Tantra-based podcasts, a big theme on our show used to be the occult, paranormal, talks about lower entities, etc. I almost regret that phase a little bit. Like, it gave material growth a lot in terms of views. People got interested in these subjects, but I don't think it was the correct thing to do. So do you think that when you talk about lower entities, you're attracting a negative energy into your life overall?
Yes. When you're talking about lower entities, and when you're actually catching their attention of the lower entities. And occult is what? Is misusing of energy of the gods, or misusing the spiritual aspects of the nature. You're misusing it for your selfish reasons. And all these evil entities, they're all they have done something evil in their human birth, and after passing away, they have become these lower entities, and they always like to prey upon human beings, because human beings are the easy target. One of the famous Ganapati Upasaka of Chennai, he once told me, they are formless, very difficult to attack them. I wanted to, because I was getting disturbed, I said, let me do a mantra prayogam and attack them. But he said they're not in human form, they are without a human body. So they're always more powerful than a human being, these lower entities. And they're full of negative emotions, jealousy, spite, anger. So when they see somebody talking about them, they naturally get attracted. They might think you are their potential follower, not that you are. Or if you are doing serious sadhana, in the beginning of the journey, they come. And that is where that is where you test your guru indirectly. He comes and helps you. And during the final spiritual journey, the inner obstacles come, but they are manifested out of your own prarabdha karma, which is getting nullified. So when prarabdha karma gets, as it reaches zero, that is where it becomes very chaotic.
Almost at the end of your journey.
During the last leg of the journey, I would say, not towards the end, during the last leg of the journey.
Okay. Is it wrong to also watch horror movies according to you?
Yeah, because these horror movies they're generating negative attributes in you, like fear, anger, anxiety, and then it is also affirming the existence of evil entities. You just ignore them. Where good is there, bad is also there. Just ignore them and do your sadhana. It's never good to watch horror movies. Although the ending of the horror movie is good, but you are exposed to till the last minute of the movie.
The things they show in horror movies, is that a good representation of the lower entities?
Yes.
So lower entities are capable of very dangerous things.
Let them be. You do more sadhana, you are more powerful than them. Then they will not even come near you. It's like I went to somebody's house, then they said in one of the rooms there is a evil presence. I stepped into the room, I didn't see anything. I told as a matter of fact. I could have told, there's a lot of to sell myself and make a lot of money through pujas. I could have told, there's a lot of, I'm also sensing. I didn't feel anything. Then later I came to know that the conclusion is because when you are doing so much sadhana, you have the spiritual aura around you. So when you step in, they disappear. Of course, when you quit that place, they again come back and occupy. Unless if you have not done invoked some spiritual auspicious energy there.
Okay. Can we flip the conversation to talk about good entities, which are not devtas?
Why do we need to? There are so many things in the creation. What do we get out of knowing about them? What is the purpose?
Curiosity is fulfilled.
But what is
it leading to?
No, what is the proof that what I'm telling is true? You will have to. I have to give you evidence of that. So how will I give evidence of that world on the physical plane if I have actually seen them?
Okay. Can we talk about astral plane?
No, it's like this plane itself, we are not sure whether it is real or illusion. What do we talk about that plane, which is kind of a dream world?
Okay. Have you heard of a place called Manasa Light Foundation in Bangalore? It's like outside Bangalore.
Okay. I've heard of it. It's pyramid?
Yes.
Okay.
You have anything to say, sir?
Yeah, my guru was very scientific. So he used to say, if you meditate in a pyramid, you will get your spiritual experiences. Yeah. So if you some people have experimented building a kind of pyramid structure in their house, converted that into a bedroom bed type, and then slept. They had spiritual experience. If you do sadhana in that kind of thing, you can. You need not have to visit a place where they have. I think they have this mobile pyramids where they sell it online. If they are of the correct dimension, then it gives you benefits.
there is some energy that gets caught in that tall ceiling.
No, you attack the cosmic energy very quickly. Your sadhana time is reduced. If you say like in 5 years you're reaching a particular spiritual state, you might reach that within a few months.
Few months.
Depends on the intensity of your sadhana.
Coming back to everyday conversation, sir. For the viewers and the listeners, you remember everything we've spoken up till this point?
I also remember 2 instances where where my guru spoke through you, but you are not aware of it, nor will I make you aware of it.
What do you think is the purpose of this podcast for the end listener, which is all over the world? It's people all over the world who tune in.
No, they will appreciate more about our hidden facets of our spirituality. Hinduism is Sanatana Dharma is just not labeled or categorized as a religion. It is spiritual. I don't see any demarcation between being religious or being spiritual. It is full of spirituality. There's a huge it's a huge ocean. Once you have got to know about it, you will not get attracted to other religions, because all religions are in it. I don't want to talk about why all religions are in it, because then I will attract controversy. So I'll just close my mouth on that.
Okay. If we can zoom out a little bit, I want to ask you about why this kind of knowledge, this Vidya, is actually coming out on the internet in 2024, and why wasn't it then 2004 or 1994? Just this kind of knowledge, why are people like Rajarshi Nandi, yourself, coming on these platforms at this point in human history? Is the world changing?
I can't speak about others. About myself, as I previously shared with your staff, when I got the invite, I was happy because I saw your platform as a very useful tool in sending out information, the right information, and also talking the glory of my guru lineage. Not to market myself as a guru, but to say that there are spiritual giants present in our country in the past. Knowing little bit about them, they will inspire and motivate you to do your sadhana. Whatever path, whatever guru, you get motivated. So that is my main purpose. And the other purpose is to dispel little bit of this myth without getting into any kind of controversy. Because when you land into controversy, the spirit, the good intention behind the subject will disappear. Then you are only getting into this slanging match, which loses the very purpose of the talk.
God. Avadhuta Baba sir, this is just your introduction on our channel. It was little challenging talking to you, and I say that as a compliment. Like, these are the podcasts I enjoy the most because I know the quantity of information that's hidden inside your experiences and in your lineage. So I'm looking forward to the next episode with you,
Sure.
which we'll be shooting right now. I hope it was a pleasant experience for you.
Likewise.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat. That was part 1 of our epic conversation with Avadhuta Baba. He's going to be back for another episode very, very soon. Trust me, TRS is only getting started when it comes to uncovering the gems from the world of Tantra in modern day India. Another episode related to Kalima is coming up next. The next time Avadhuta Baba is around, we even address topics like the Illuminati. So watch out for the next episode. But until next time, guys, from Ranveer and the team and Avadhuta Baba, we'll see you very soon.